Hello everyone. Thumbnail is a clickbait, so ignore it. We'll focus on something very important. That's why I kept a very clicky thumbnail so that I could tell you something very important in this last 7 days for INICET. So welcome everyone. I am Dr. RMD. I am your neetpg mentor and strategist, and I make strategy for INICET as well. We have only 7 days left, and on May 16 we are going for INICET. This is the schedule. Take a screenshot of this. It has taken me a lot of time to come to this. If you see closely, this schedule has equal amount of time for all major subjects. The 6 highest scoring INICET subject, if you watch my previous video, you will get an idea. It has 4 hours for each of these moderately weighted subjects, and around 1 to 1.5 hours for the least weighted subject. If you go according to this in the last 6 days, definitely if you follow these time constraints, you will be able to finish your revision according to priority concept, or else you are out of the race. Take it from me. Now, what is different for this INICET compared to previous INICET? So what is different? Okay. So first thing is, I talked to many people over online consultation, and I have realized one thing: very few people have completed 2 revisions till today. Yes, this is a secret. I'm going to tell you just 1 week before INICET. Very few people have completed second revision. Most of them have finished their first read. Especially interns have not covered their first read yet. Other than that, those who are prepared since last November have finished their first read and are currently in their first revision. Okay, and in this first revision, it is difficult to get a seat. So these 7 days are going to matter a lot, because no one will be perfect with first revision only. Everyone needs at least 3 revisions. So there is literally no one who has talked to me since last 3 months. I have talked to, I think, maybe some 1,000 people in last 3 months. No one has finished their second revision till now. So yes, if you calmly finish your revision in the last 1 week, you still have a chance, because everyone is at their first revision only. So many are still at the first revision. Second thing, everyone is thinking neetpg, there are 3 months left. So not many are focusing on INICET per se. Even in my mentorship batch also for INICET, I noticed that not many people are interested in INICET. They were actually trying to finish portions so that they can cover 1 read for neetpg. So again, 3 months are left for neetpg. So not many are taking INICET seriously. Third, PYTs are more important in INICET, as I had showed in my previous video, how these 6 subjects, that is medicine, OBG, surgery, patho, pharmac, micro, it is not first year subjects, never. And after these 6 subjects comes pediatrics. Okay, pediatrics is very important now since the last 2 INICET papers. In fact, in 2024 there were 18 questions from pediatrics. Okay, 1-8. Yes, 18 questions had come from pediatrics. Okay, so that's why INICET has more repeated PYTs, and that's why in my past last 55 days strategy, I told you that in last 2 months before, I told you to focus on INICET PYTs exclusively, last 5 years INICET from 2020 November. Next, the one with the best 7 days, last 7 days strategy is going to win this race, because no one has done their perfect preparation. Okay, now what is more important is around 10 to 15 questions will come from this PDF, which is available for free. Go to the link in the comment section and take this PDF. Okay, this is a recent updates PDF which I have compiled. It took me few days to compile all these recent updates, but it contains all updates from all 19 subjects. Whichever recent updates have happened since last 2 to 3 years, I have compiled all of them. Now very noteworthy is that these updates I have taken exclusively from websites of AIIMS, PGI, JIPMER and Central Institutes. Okay, so these website I particularly went, PGI. Okay, these 4 institutes I particularly went and I searched what are the recent updates that have happened and in which they are like contributing for research along with other institutes. So from those I have chosen these updates. Okay, now which source to revise from is a very important question. That all depends on one particular question that you should ask yourself: do you have a 7 days revisable source or not? Now suppose you have, if you have a rapid revision which you can, if you can complete within 8 days, within 7 days you can complete it, then it's okay, you can go ahead with it. But if you have a rapid revision which you have done only 1 read and still it will take you some 20 days to complete it, then this is not your source. Remember, if you go ahead with rapid revision, even for few subjects also, if you are not able to complete with the given timetable which I had given right now, you will be off track. You will never feel that confidence to write in the exam. So if you have done BTR, for example, if in BTR if you can finish in last 7 days, go ahead with BTR, or else your source should be one which has all high yield concepts also, and from which you can cover all things in that 7 days. That is most important. Going to exam hall with confidence that you have completed things is more important than trying to cover everything in the last 7 days. Remember this. Okay, so the best source, if you have it already, is first aid, because first aid has all important topics, especially from pre and para clinicals, which you can complete in last 7 days. If not, if you have done your BTR in such a way that you can complete it in 7 days, go ahead with it. But what about those students who want to go through some source in this last 7 days? I'm going to tell about it. Okay, so before that, I'll also tell you about recall errors. So this is what I wanted you to show. This is a PDF which I have made, which has all mnemonics. I repeat again, all required mnemonics, all high yield concept mnemonics which are required for INICET and neetpg. So there are total 234 topics. which I selected, handpicked them because these were the repeated topics for NEET PG and INICET. So let's go with biochemistry, for example. Glycogen storage disorder is always a question and you'll always make mistake, and your mistake will always be regarding Cori versus Anderson's disease. What are the names of different glycogen storage disorders? What about Pompe's disease? Which are the enzyme deficiencies? Similarly, the difference between hurlers and hunters, how to identify them, how to make a mnemonic for Morquio-Slice syndrome. See, the problem is not with studying mnemonics, the problem is with making mnemonics, and that is where everyone goes wrong, because you guys don't have any idea how to make mnemonics, okay? And this actually solves your queries, like how to differentiate Tay-Sachs and Sandhoff's, okay? Similarly, different types of lysosomal storage disease and what exactly are their enzyme deficiencies. One more important topic from biochemistry is DNA repair mnemonics, okay? DNA repair mechanism. For example, they'll give a scenario of xeroderma pigmentosa, and they'll ask what is the enzyme defect in this, like what is the actual DNA defect. So if you remember xeroderma pigmentosa, nerds hate the sun. So nerd means NER, that is nucleotide excision repair. So you will never forget such type of recall based topics, okay? So there are a lot of them. Similarly in physiology, so total there are 234, and it is not very difficult to forget this also. For example, different stains that are used in pathology. So PAS means pass the sugar, okay? So it is related to glycogen. Pearls, iron pearls. So you can now remember these things, you will never forget this. One cosa is one calcium. Verhoff is for elastic, okay? E is in the middle. Elysian blue is for acid, blue acid, okay? Oil or red is oil is red, so it is red O stain, okay? So similar, there are many such topics which you will actually make mistakes, and believe me, if you make these mistakes now, you are going to lose your INICET seat, okay? So that's why these are most important, and that's why I have created these mnemonics from the point of view that it should be helpful for students. So early bird offer, those people who are going to purchase it, for first 100 participants, 100 people, there will be early bird discount offer that will be 10% extra to the already 50% discount that you have. There is already 50% discount, so it's just at 348. There is already 50% discount, and upon that you will get 10%. That is, you will be able to avail this at around 300 rupees, and along with that you will also get NEET PG important Q bank tables at just rupees 151. It is currently at I think 450, but you'll just get it at 151 if you purchase along with this. So if you feel this is really helpful, this will definitely be helpful. This will be one game changing topic when especially your GT scores are not improving. So I highly suggest, if you feel this is really going to be helpful, I'll also put a sample copy of these mnemonics in the Google Drive file, which is will be in the comment section. So go through that also. So next, what if you are preparing for NEET PG and you have not completed one of your revision, you are still in your first phase, but still you want to give INICET, what will you do in that case? And I have a solution for that also. So this is INICET checklist, where you have just very important topics which you can cover in just 4 days. Yes, you heard it right. In 4 days, you can cover entire INICET important topics. So it is not just topics list, okay? So for example, let's say you want to do pathology. In that, anemia, everything related anemia is covered in just one slide. Similarly, lymphoma, everything is covered in one slide. So how much time will it take for you to revise this entire page? Let's say it takes you 5 minutes. So there are only total 200 pages. So it will take you maximum, okay, that is maximum 40 hours to complete this. That is, if you study for 10 hours per day, you should finish this in 4 days. So in 8 days, basically, you can give 2 revisions of this high yield. All these are INICET topics only. There is nothing else, only INICET topics. For example, mitochondrial inheritance, different patterns, which are the diseases associated with it. Iron absorption, what are the mechanisms? Different type of EDTA tubes. So this is pathology, okay? So pathology is the most high yield for INICET because around 200 questions have been asked since INICET 2020 November. So that's why pathology has got most importance. After pathology, there is medicine, okay? This cardiac component, SLE, all these are from medicine, okay? Heart failure, how to diagnose, how to go ahead, everything is there in this. So I guarantee you that these previous year topics will be asked in upcoming INICET exam, and you will be getting the maximum benefit out of this PDF. This was made for those students who don't have a final revisable source in the last 7 to 10 days. Those who don't have anything, and those who have bulky notes not able to condense, and you're not able to go through new source just for a few days, or you can't purchase costly subscriptions from coaching platforms. You can just go through this very high yield information created for INICET only, okay? For example, non-seminomatous germ cell tumors are very important, okay? And everything related to this is already there in this, okay? So when you have all this, you should definitely go through this, okay? Yes, so coming back to our main point of INICET last 7 days revision, go through this checklist, go through this timetable, fix it on your wall, take a screenshot of this, and make sure that you cover things on time. For example, if it is surgery, if you have to finish within these 6 hours that are allocated, you can't give more time than that, okay? that is very important, because covering all 19 subjects is more important than covering topics in depth, okay, because that completion itself gives you a sense of fulfilling. Okay, so finally this is our revision. Revision is not preparation, so you have to go quickly. In 6 hours you should be able to finish all major subjects, so revise wisely. Adequate rest is needed. Daily you should sleep at least 7 hours per day. Sleep shouldn't be compromised. Believe me, the only difference between a rank of 5,000 a rank of 50,000 is the mindset on the day of exam. The rank of 5,000 would have studied same as much as 50,000 had studied, but he had good sleep on the day of exam, he had relaxed mind, he had a good mindset on the day of exam, which helped him to commit less silly mistakes as compared to rank of 50,000. So there is no difference at all. I have talked to a lot of students regarding this, and I have come up with this, that always it is regarding the final 3.5 hours, that actually 3 hours, that actually decide your entire ranks. Okay, so May 8th you will start your syllabus according to this. If you want to go ahead with INICET checklist and mnemonics, go ahead with that. It will be more than enough actually. And then in the last 2 days that are there, you can just revise your INICET checklist once again. So this will wind up all your INICET preparation, and to be in a safer zone for INICET, which should be rank of less than 2,000, because this I feel is the only desirable rank that you should get in INICET. It's like all or none for INICET. If you get less than 2,000, you will get a seat, or else even if you get 3,000 or even if you get 30,000, it's the same thing. There is no difference at all. Okay, so for less than 2,000, your safe zone will be 140 correct. More than 140 correct, you will easily land up within less than 2,000 rank. Okay, so follow this technique. So always have this plan. Last 7 days are going to decide everything. So whatever you have, invest your time, invest your resources, invest yourself, and make sure that you are getting maximum benefit out of this. So all the best, and remember all my tricks, all my tips that have been given so far. You guys are smart enough, have confidence in yourself, and attempt INICET. All the best.